Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So WWDC just announced a whole host of updates across Mac, iPad, iPhone and Apple Watch, and we're going to run through the top 3 features from each of these new software updates. Of course, all these updates will be coming to you guys in the fall, so definitely look out for these amazing updates. So to kick things off, the first feature is live voicemail. So this is where, say for example, you have a voicemail from an unknown caller. What the iPhone will do with this update is give you a live transcript of the caller in real time as they speak, and that gives you the option to then accept the call or decline it. Because sometimes what happens in the past is that you accept a call from a voicemail and it turns out to be some random scam. But with this feature, you can figure out exactly like who's called you, which is, I think, a really incredible feature. So this is another really sick update from Apple. It's called Standby, and this basically, when you rotate it to the landscape view of the iPhone, it transforms into this sort of really cool information stand. So as you can see from this demo, you can flick between like the clock and photos, and it becomes this really personalized information stand. That obviously you can see here the clock and the calendar. So this standby mode I can see being really useful, especially in the office or even in the bedroom. Maybe on a bedside cabinet you want to put this on a stand to see the time, maybe as like a nightstand. It's just such a sick and cool update, man. So the next feature is called name drop. This allows you to basically swap contact information just by holding 2 iPhones near each other. So gone are the days where you give somebody your phone to put their phone number, and you can just literally put 2 iPhones together, and look, like that it just swaps the information, your phone number, your contact card, and it even works for Apple Watch as well. So cool, honestly. So this also kind of works for AirDrop as well, because you just need to bring 2 iPhones together, and basically with AirDrop you can swap files and photos and just important information like that, and it will download over the internet. So this whole kind of name drop thing is just, I think, really exciting, to be honest. Right guys, so moving on to iPadOS, there are 3, I think, really cool features I think you all will really like. So number 1 for iPadOS 17 is interactive widgets. So you can actually now interact with those widgets without it taking you to the actual app. So like here, for example, you can see Craig interacting with apps, with Apple Music widget, and it's just much needed here again with Quizlet. So that just makes it, again, way more seamless. So another really cool update on iPadOS 17, it's probably my favorite update on iPadOS 17, is the lock screen update. So this lets you literally customize everything from the background to the colors to the fonts, just that customization, which is just amazing. And I think you will remember in iOS 16 this happened to the iPhone. Well, this basically is coming to the iPad. So again, an update I'm really looking forward to using in the fall. And you can even add your own widgets to the lock screen. So this is probably not the most exciting update, but definitely the most useful update on iPadOS 17. And this is where basically your iPad will autofill a PDF for you. It will map where the spaces are for you to put your name, and literally give you a drop down menu as if it's like a website, which I just think's pretty cool, to be honest. So guys, moving on to macOS. The new update for macOS is going to be called macOS Sinoma, and let me tell you guys, I am so excited about this update. There are so many cool features to use here. So with this feature, you can basically leave your Mac for an extended period of time, and it will basically display these really cool scenic videos. So you can see it's across so many different parts of the world. Kind of like with Apple TV, when you leave your Apple TV for a while, it will produce these really cool scenic videos. Really nice touch. One of the biggest changes to macOS is widgets. So you can literally put widgets anywhere on the screen, from photos to weather to anything, clock. You can literally put it anywhere and customize it. The colors of your widgets also adjust to the colors of your desktop. But Apple have gone a step further. You can even put iPad and iPhone widgets on your Mac screen, which I think is just so cool. So this is a really cool change. This is web apps. So you can literally save a website in Safari as whatever, and it will come onto your dock as a web app, which I think is really cool. So for example, Netflix, for example, or YouTube, or anything you want, you can literally make it a web app. See Pinterest, for example, it becomes like an app on your dock, which honestly I just think it's just amazing. They blow me away with this. Honestly, it's so cool. Like with iOS and iPadOS, macOS has so many incredible features, as you can see in the screen, and there's just so many, like it's just amazing. So make sure you check those other features out. So moving on to watchOS and its 10th generation of watchOS, and I'm telling you guys, there are some really good updates and really clean looking apps in watchOS. So the first really impressive update to watchOS is Smart Stacks. As you can see here, by turning the digital crown, you've got weather, news, stock market. So you just need to hold down the screen to add a widget to your Smart Stack. And so this opens up the idea of actually just having a very basic watch face and then using the Smart Stack for all your additional information. It's honestly such a cool update. And it works with live activities, so you can see your live activities in your Smart Stack like a timer. So with watchOS 10 comes redesigned apps. So the weather app, for example, comes with a really nice, clean looking interface. It's like there's been a touch of paint on it. It looks refreshed. And it also is another redesigned app. Activities, you see lots of redesigned apps here. So activities is another one, looks stunning. So you can see your awards here. It looks amazing. So across watchOS, you're gonna find new redesigned apps, and it feels like a new update. The great thing about software is that when you get new software like this, it feels like a new product, even if it's a year or two old. And that's just the great thing about Apple and its longevity with the devices. So topographic maps is another feature coming to watchOS with a really detailed, beautiful looking map with information on certain trail points and certain information nearby, which I think is going to be more useful to those that like the outdoors, like the hiking. As I've mentioned before, with the software updates coming out in the fall, there's just so many features on watchOS. I'm just giving you a flavor of the kind of things you can expect. I mean, guys, come the fall, we're all gonna feel like Tony Stark with these new powers. I mean, these updates are just amazing. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and smash the hell out of that like button. Make sure you turn your notification bell on so you do not miss a single of my videos. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.